welcome to my channel. So today, as you can see, it was my last day of quarantine, and today I will be checking out from my place of quarantine. It will be my first day outside in Canada. Finally, it feels so good. Make sure to watch this video till the end. I will vlog my entire first day of Canada. I will be sharing all the important information you need to keep in mind when you leave your quarantine and when it's your first day in Canada, when you arrive to Canada. Could be as a new student or as an immigrant or as a returning student. So make sure to stick to the end of the video. We will be talking about a lot of really important topics like COVID testing, SIN number, Presto card, and so many other things which not many people know about. So make sure to stick around and let's begin the journey. Okay, so I'm finally out and I'm really excited right now. And Abhi, first thing is I came out of quarantine and I will be going to my sister's place first because I haven't met her in like 5 months and she lives in Toronto as well. So it will be really exciting. So I will show you guys her place where she lives and we'll be having some fun together, and then I'll be doing some other work, some really important work which I will be showing you guys. So stay tuned. And the view is pretty sick today outside. It's a cold day as usual. There's a little snowfall but we can't really see. And yeah, let me show you the view, how it looks like. Beautiful, and it feels so good coming out of quarantine. Like, you know, for 14 days how you're just stuck in one room and suddenly you just come out and see all these big buildings. Definitely is a dream come true. My sister lives in a hotel, I swear. Okay, so since my sister was studying and she was doing some of her work, so I didn't disturb her and I decided to go out myself and explore and do all of my work. Also, one more thing that I would like to apologize, I wasn't able to record much outside because of the cold and my phone was having issues. So I will be telling you guys what I did on my first day like this, and I will be showing you some clips what I did with my sister. So basically, the first thing that you need to do as a student or as a worker and as anyone if you're coming to Canada for the first time, first thing you need to do after quarantine is to get yourself a bus pass, like a Presto card. So in Canada we use this term called Presto card, which we use as a bus pass for any type of transit in throughout Canada. So it depends on which city you live in, you get the transit pass for that particular city. And how to get the bus pass, it's very easy. You can either go to a Shoppers Drug Mart near your place. Just like go open Google Maps and look for Shoppers Drug Mart near me, and you can go there, get yourself a bus pass, tell them that you need a Presto card, and tell them that you would need it to be recharged for the transit that runs in the particular city. Make sure to do that. And because cabs in Canada, Ubers in Canada are really expensive, and like one regular cab for like 10-15 minutes could cost you around $11 to $15, which is not much for here Canadians, but for us it is actually a lot as students. So the first thing you need to do is get yourself a bus pass, go to a Shoppers Drug Mart, get it recharged, and for the first time I would recommend you could maybe get it recharged for like $40 or $50, so to keep it safe for emergency. And I personally got myself like a $40 recharge. If you want, you can even get like a monthly pass on your bus pass, and there are different types of monthly pass. There's also one trick that I don't know if students know about, because when I came to Canada 2 years ago, I found a trick to use. It works as international students too, and you can get like a 50% off on each and every of your bus ticket. So I will be making a detailed video on which is the best bus pass or like the bus monthly pass and how you can get 50% off on bus tickets. So that's for another video. But the first thing is you need to get your bus pass ready. And when I left my quarantine during that time, the thing was that you had to get your COVID test done at the end of your quarantine if you weren't having any symptoms. So the first thing I did, I went and got my COVID test done. So as you can see, this was my photo from the COVID test. I got my report in 24 hours. But now after the 3-day hotel quarantine restrictions, the rule is that you do your COVID test on the 10th day of your quarantine, and I think you can do it at your hotel or wherever you stay. So the COVID test is out of the list. The bus pass is out of the list. The next thing that you need to do as an international student is to get a monthly or like an yearly mobile plan for your phone. I'm guessing if you're doing the 14-day quarantine, you would probably have the phone number for Canada. If you don't, the next thing is you need to go and get yourself a monthly plan for a phone and a SIM card for yourself, which would be really useful for you, of course. The best plan could either be Freedom or Fido. I'll make another video explaining all the different type of phone plans, which one I am using and why is it the best one. That's again for another video. Get yourself a mobile plan and a SIM card and get yourself your data started on the phone. That's the second thing you need to do, which is really important. Don't miss this part. Okay, so let me show you how to get your mobile plan or how to get a SIM card. So basically, like I told you, there are different companies like Freedom or Fido. Let's say if someone is going for the Freedom mobile plan, so how do you find the location for the place to where you can get the SIM card and how to get started? So let's go ahead and I'll show you how to get that thing. Okay, so let's say you have no idea about how to begin and how to get yourself a SIM card and a mobile internet plan. So the first thing is, like I mentioned, a few companies. It could be Freedom Mobile or Fido or any other company. Simply go on Google Internet and search one of the companies. Let's say I search Freedom Mobile locations near me. That's the first thing you need to do. You just open it and you see like all the locations that are coming near your place. You select one of these locations, and the next thing you need to do is you can take an online appointment by calling them. You go visit them, you carry your ID card with you, and you ask what other documents they would need. You go to them, you choose a mobile plan, you get your SIM card, and you get your phone activated. That's one of the main first things that you need to do after you leave your quarantine. Okay, so that was like literally the first basic step that you need to follow. For anyone who has no idea on how to get a SIM card in Canada, to get your SIM card and your mobile plan, do this as it is one of the most really important things to do when you first come out after quarantine in Canada. So after this, I was able to do all of this, activate my mobile plan. I was able to get my COVID test done and everything. And then I was able to get my Presto card recharged and activated. And then my sister called me. She was able to finish her work by then. So me and my sister decided to like go out and get some basic groceries for her apartment and then for me as well. So we went out to the market. So let me show you the clips when we like went out and what we did. Okay, so we got home like around 6:30, 7 p.m. and then everything was good as you saw. After that, the next thing now you need to do is, after you have done all the first steps, the next thing is to activate your bank account and if you have a GIC account, you need to activate the GIC account and your bank account and apply for a student bank account. So how to do that, I will make a detailed video explaining each and every step on it. This video is basically going to tell you everything you need to do, or the list you need to do on your first or second day of Canada, which is actually really important before you start with your studies or anything. So yeah, you need to go to the bank, activate your GIC account and your student banking account. Now, one important thing for that is you need to have proof of your residence or proof of your place where you are staying. So for that, I would recommend, like I'm guessing most of the people will basically finalize a place before they come to Canada, and some would finalize it when they're in their quarantine for when they're in the quarantine for 14 days. So the first place that you finalize if you're coming for the first time, make sure to get a written proof, like it could be a lease or it could be a written contract between you and the landlord, and basically some sort of written proof that you would need, because the bank will ask you information about your place where you are currently staying and your proof of residence. So you need to carry that in hand when you go there and open up your bank account, because you will be putting that information for your bank account as well, and then they would apply it for you, and then you get your debit card and your credit card in a few days. That's the next thing that you need to do, which is really important. After this, the next important thing, which I'm not sure if many people know about, is to get your SIN number. So what is the SIN number and how do you apply for it? That's again another video idea which I will be making, which will be the next video which I will be making, and explaining how exactly you can apply for the SIN number, what documents you need, and what are the different ways through which you can apply the SIN number. Basically, SIN number is very important for all the international students. So in my particular case, I was able to apply for my SIN number online, and one important document for the SIN number that you need is again your proof of residence or your proof of address. So again, for the same thing, you need to have a written lease or any sort of proof between you and your landlord which proves that you are actually staying at that particular place and you would be residing at that particular place for a good time, so that they can approve your SIN number. So then SIN number is also one of the most important things that you need to do in your first day in Canada. Okay, so I do think that I covered almost all of the important things that you need to do as a first timer who is coming to Canada, could be as a student or as a worker, and even if you're returning as a student, then you need to reactivate all of these things. So basically I think we covered all the list that we discussed. So you need to get your SIN number, you need to apply for your SIN number, you need to activate your bank account and apply for a student bank account, you need to activate your GIC account on your first day, you need to get a bus pass, which is the Presto card, and how to do that I already explained. You need to get your SIM card and activate a mobile internet plan. How to do that I already explained. And you need to finalize an accommodation before you start all these things, because you would need a proof of your accommodation before you apply for a SIN number and your bank account. So lastly, so basically it's just my particular case. So since I am in the aviation course, I had to renew my aviation medical. So it was my second day in Canada and I actually went for my medical renewal. So let me show you how that went. Okay, so currently I'm actually going for my renewal of my class 1 medical. So basically this is something which I need to do for my particular course and training, and I got an appointment after like 2 hours of waiting. So I'm actually here for my appointment. As a student, I think when you take the buses and everything, it's a lot more hassle, but again I really appreciate, I actually prefer doing this than staying at home and doing nothing. So here's the view around. It's snow. It's not too cold today. I think the temperature right now is +2 or +1, which is pretty good. And I guess I'll see you guys after I'm done with my medical. Okay, so that was all for today's video, guys. That was literally everything you need to do and you need to keep in mind if you're coming to Canada for the first time, and if you're coming as a returning person, what you need to do on your first or second day of Canada when you're outside before you actually start your studying and other important work. So yeah, I do hope you guys find this video helpful. It did answer almost all of your questions if you're coming as a first timer. And if you guys have any questions about any of the list, any of the topic that I mentioned in the list, guys, do drop down a comment. I will be making a detailed video on each and everything, like how to apply for the SIN number, literally explaining everything you need to do to get it approved, and how to like get your bus pass, how to get cheap bus tickets, and like literally will be sharing all of my experience so far and how students can save up on so many things. So guys, make sure you are subscribed to my channel. You are a part of my journey, and guys, do like the video if you find it useful and if it was interesting, if it was helpful, as it also helps the channel. Do comment if you have any question, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next video. And since I'm actually editing this video after like a few days, so today I was lucky enough as I got my SIN number as well. So guys, make sure to stay tuned, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.